What's going on, everybody? For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Edweird and I post videos on YouTube. I post gaming videos only so far of League of Legends, but I hope to do other games such as the one I'm doing right now. It's called Paladins. It's actually not a gameplay video, but we'll call it a Paladins video for the purpose because it is a patch notes video. I'm going to be reviewing the patch notes and letting you know what is going on in this patch and also let you guys know what I think about it. So let's just jump right into it. It is called the Chicken Patch. Closed beta patch 12, January 22nd is today's date. So general, new game mode. And now let me just read to you what this game mode is, and then I can simplify it 10 times more. So payload is played on a new map called Outpost, which is really exciting. We're getting another map. We've only had 2 for the longest time, so I'm really looking forward to that. The game mode is simple. Attackers must attempt to push the payload along the tracks of the defender's base to win the game. Defenders must keep the attackers off the payload cart long enough for the time to run out. If the attackers reach checkpoints, they gain additional time. Now this is just like Team Fortress 2. If you guys have ever played Team Fortress 2, I believe it's the main game mode in Team Fortress 2. But I'm so glad they're adding this. I know the game similar to this called Overwatch has had this game mode, but I'm excited it's going to be in Paladins. Looking forward to that. I love the game mode personally, so I believe it's going to be tons of fun. Everyone's going to be playing it, not only just because it's a new game mode or a new map, just because it's going to feel like another game. It's going to help probably ease in new players. It might be the competitive mode. There might be a competitive mode based off of this. We'll have to see. No telling what they're going to throw at us. They also, here on the forum pages, they do provide a game tutorial. As you can see over here, also in my video, I do have it. The game is currently down. It is 6 o'clock Central Time, so we don't know when it's going to be up, but hopefully I'm going to have this video up today, and hopefully have a gameplay video up by the end of the day, depending on how this patch goes. It's actually patching right now. That's really exciting. So let's see, and also another new game mode, Survival. Let's see, what is... Okay, so Survival is played on the same map as Siege, Enchanted Forest, and Temple Ruins, but with a twist. The mode is round-based, and at the end of the round, or during the round, if you die, you will not respawn. This is similar to if you ever played a game like Call of Duty, Search and Destroy, or CSGO. You're not going to respawn. You're going to be dead. I don't know how I feel about that. It's going to be kind of weird. But you will respawn the next round. At the beginning of the round, a catch point is chosen randomly to be the epicenter. Deathly fog will gradually set in on this epicenter. Standing in the fog will damage you. And as the fog collapses on the point, teams are forced to engage. The first team to win 5 rounds wins the match. So this game mode is going to be extremely weird. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about it. It's going to be odd, you know. It's going to force team fights right on a point. I think it'll be kind of exciting, though. It might be something fun to try out. I believe I won't spend a whole lot of time playing Survival. I believe I'll play a lot of Payload, and of course a lot of Siege. That's all I really do play. Casual is fun though too. They're also adding a respawn beacon, which honestly, guys, this sounds like a Team Fortress 2 thing again. But let's read this real quick. All modes except Survival now include a respawn beacon. In the spawn room, there will be an exit and an entrance beacon. The entrance beacon will stay in your spawn room at all times, but the exit beacon can be picked up by anyone on your team. By pressing B again anywhere on the map will place the exit beacon, and your team can use this to teleport to the battlefield after respawning. Be mindful where you place your team's beacon. The enemy team can find and destroy it. Likewise, be sure to hunt down the enemy beacon and put them further away from the fight. So yeah, it's like a Team Fortress 2 thing. It should be exciting how it plays out. I'm personally not going to be a huge fan of that. I've always enjoyed that little travel time. It gives you time to put your cards back up. Because depending on where your team has placed that beacon, it could either help or hurt you, depending on that. So, I don't know. You're going to need the time to get your cards up anyway. And here's a little respawn beacon tutorial if you guys ever want to watch that. Stealth grass, let me read this to you. All maps now have patches of stealth grass where players can hide in. These patches will hide you from sight as long as you're inside, but firing or taking action will reveal you. That'd be kind of cool. It would provide little hiding spots for people to hide in and whatever else they need to do. So, more power to them. Let them do what they're going to do. I don't know if I'm ever going to be... Well, I know I'll definitely use the stealth grass. I don't know how it's going to interact with anything else. So, we'll just have to see that. Player vision changes. Teammates no longer provide shared vision of enemies through walls. So if you see an enemy, and your ally does not necessarily, you guys are going to see them through the wall. Shooting no longer exposes you to enemies through walls. That's kind of cool, kind of not. I don't know. I like the ability to see It's no different than having like a little mini map like on Call of Duty or whatever, seeing a little red dot firing. I don't know what it's going to provide as far as gameplay. Silhouette outlines now smoothly fade in and out of view. Not 100% sure what that means. We'll just have to see by playing through the patches. The in-card drawing has been reworked. You will now take your constructed deck into each match, but will only draw 2 out of your 3 cards from each rarity. This is huge. This is something... I don't know how I feel about this, because this... In patch 11, they did like a miniature patch where they changed like the RNG system with your cards, where you'd get like a legendary level 1 or an epic level 1 or some way or another. This is no better than that. This is something very weird. I don't believe that's going to work out because you're only going to be able to take 2 of your cards into a match, and if there's 3 cards per your constructed deck, you're not going to be able to have as many. It could mess up your builds, like, you know, your build paths like Rock. If you're going where you do Sow the Seed into a snare, whatever else, it's going to mess up all that. So it's going to be interesting to see people are going to play around that, or maybe in the next patch or miniature patch they might remove that. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll just have to play and see how that plays out. Let's see. Oh, they changed the HUD a lot, actually. New health bar treatment with clear ticks of health for easier readability. New skill bar, new card area, beacon graphics, a lot of mini-map, the team status, reticule, enhanced reticule coloring, added an ammo counter and reloading HUD animations for each champion. I forgot they did that. They added ammo and reloading for every champion. This should be pretty interesting to see how they use that as far as game mechanics and seeing what's going to change. Added a prog to be able to pick up and deploy a spawn beacon. Death screen, they added more information onto the death screen. Looking forward to that because before all you saw on the death screen was just what you got killed by and what did the most damage. Hopefully this will break it down a little bit better. Sleeker design, shows the player names, so you're spectating, blah blah. Time between points and siege only game mode has been increased by 10 seconds. That's you're gonna have more lull of the game between points, which I don't know how that's gonna work. It's gonna be kind of weird. We'll just have to see. The quick select card feature responsiveness has been improved. Hopefully that means at the point in which the card popped up on your screen, because they always took a second, like you get your first one, your second one, and your third one. But I guess now you get your first one and second one pop up immediately. I don't know. We'll have to see. The quick select, fix an issue where bots weren't earning scores. Well, that's not important. Fix an issue where being knocked up could lock players out of firing. Siege engines no longer automatically suicide when they destroy a gate. Instead, they lose half their health for each gate they destroy. That's going to be weird for siege mode, so it means the siege tank is going to keep going even after it's not dead if it's not below half health. Interesting. The speed which the players ride their mounts has been reduced slightly. Not dramatically, just very slightly. Let's see, improved gamepad controller support, added effects while moving when through a teleporter or spawn beacon. I thought that was kind of implied. So here are the champions, balance, updates, and fixes. Now, with every champion, here's what they did. They gave them ultimates, they gave them alternate fire, they gave them, what else was it? Ammo and reload and all that. So this is going to be a long section in itself, so let's just go through this as quickly as we can while giving as much information as we can. Ultimate system. All champions now have an ultimate ability they may use when they build up enough strength, dealing damage or taking damage during the match. Build up your ultimate charge, and when it reaches 100%, you may fire your ultimate. Let's see, alternate fire. Each champion now sports an ability on the right mouse button. Reloads. All champions that begin ammo clips and reloads. Mounting will automatically reload your clip. So let's see what they changed to Barrack. Barrack, now his turret is on his Q. His right mouse button ability is on the barricade. His F is rocket boots. His ultimate is dome shield. And when you put up your dome shield, a flamethrower turret is spawned in the middle of it. Really interesting. This changes the way Barrack works a little bit. And I'm very curious. I know for do most of these changes, they had to remove, change, alter cards in the system like that. But this is going to be very interesting. Just looking at Barrack by itself. Let's see here. Buck, your Q is your recovery, your right mouse button is a net shot, your F is heroic, leap, and your E is imprisonment. Imprisonment is just like taking the Ring of Death card, I believe it was called, on Buck where it makes the gigantic ring around Buck and lets him take 50% damage. I kind of like that he has a net shoot. It'll give him a some CC, some crowd control, which I feel like he was really lacking for chasing down enemies, so hopefully it'll help him out. Cassie, nothing changed with Cassie, guys. I'm going to be real with you. Q's are blast shot, right mouse button is disengage, which is kind of cool. It'll bounce her back a little bit, give her a little bit more space. She's still got her dodge roll, and she's got her ultimate scout now. So I don't know how that's going to really work. It's going to feel kind of clunky-ish. I don't know. We'll have to see. I like Scout not being an ultimate, but it's okay. Eevee, her Q is Ice Block, just like the card Ice Block. Your right mouse button is Blink, your F is Soar, and your E is Ice Storm. I believe Ice Storm is also a card, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Eevee hopefully is not going to be as overpowered anymore. With a couple of these changes, we'll just have to see. Fernando, my boy Fernando, Furtado, whatever you guys want to call him. His Q is going to be his Fireball, his I keep saying Rice. You guys notice that? His right mouse button is going to be Shield, his F is Charge, and his E is Immortal. I kind of like his ultimate. If you guys listen to this or read this, Fernando and all his allies nearby cannot be brought below 100 HP for 4 seconds. That's going to be really cool. It's going to be like some last minute stand kind of stuff on points where you're not going to be able to kill him, which I love. That's going to be awesome. You got Grok. I kind of like what they did with Grok here. His Q is going to be his Healing Totem. His right mouse button is going to be his Chain Lightning now. His F is Ghost Walk. And his E is called Tempest. Grok creates a lightning storm around him for 5 seconds, randomly striking enemies every dealing... Oh, that's a typo. Randomly striking enemies every dealing damage and knocking back. Get your shit together, Hi-rez. What does that even mean? What do you mean randomly striking enemies every dealing damage and knocking back? Whatever, moving on. Going on to Pip, his Q is going to be Explosive Flask. His right mouse button is a Healing Potion. What? Pip can heal? That is what's up. His F is still going to be Weightless, and his E is called Evil Mojo. Pip launches an Experimental Flask, turning all enemies into chickens for 4 seconds. That's why they call it the Chicken Patch, boys. Pip has a heal, and he can turn enemies into chickens. I don't know what that means. That's going to be crazy. Looking forward to that. Ruckus, his Q is Emitter. His right mouse button is Dual Fire. His F is Hover. And his ultimate, let's see. It doesn't have a name, but Ruckus applies a 3500 damage shield to all nearby allies for 4 seconds. That's kind of cool. So it kind of makes Ruckus more of like a... It turns him more into like a support role, support fire from afar. It's gonna bump up his game. I like the way he's gonna be played now. Let's see. Sky, her Q is going to be Smoke Screen, which is new. It's going to be create a cloud of darkness blocking all enemy vision. Right mouse button, Poison Bolts. F is Hidden. And E is going to be your Time Bomb. That's kind of weird. I feel like Sky is not going to do enough damage now. She's already got nerfed pretty hard with the stealth changes. We'll have to see what happens with that. So, cards, balance, updates, and fixes. I believe here's going to be all of the questions. Wow, here's a lot of reading. Okay. The card system has now been overhauled and mini cards have been reworked and removed. We have not detailed all the changes for each individual card. We will, however, be resetting card collections for all players and granting chests for each card you earned before the wipe. So we are getting a card wipe with this patch, guys. I did not know that. I even read these patch notes earlier today. So, legendary cards are now the only cards that provide any damage benefits outside of the flat stats each card comes with. Since these cards are drawn first, the lethality of each player in the match will be more easily understood. The crafting update, players will earn duplicates of cards through various means, and each card rarity will have a new value. I don't know what these values mean, so I'm not even going to try to read through them. Crafting, oh wait, no, never mind. So, commons will be worth 1, uncommon 3, rare 9, epic 27, legendary 81. Crafting can now be selected for each specific champion. Yes, sir. Thank you. So now you can build decks for champions that you want to play and not get useless shit cards for the champions you don't want to play. That's what up. Select the champion you want to craft cards and select the rarity. Crafted cards are now guaranteed to be unique cards you don't currently own. Crafting cards are as followed. So common will cost 3, uncommon 9, rare 27, epic 81, and legendary 243. That is what's up. I kind of like this change. Looking forward to that. Whoa. Getting some new stuff here. So, New 0 in. Turret attacks tag targets for 3 seconds. You deal 100% weapon damage to tag targets. And Mega Turret for his legendary. It does not mention what 0 in is, but for his legendary, shoots rockets that lock on extra health on turret AoE damage. That's what's up. That's pretty cool. I removed a bunch of his cards. Just quickly looking through these, I don't believe I used targeting. I used flamethrower. I used fortification, healing station, and those are the ones I ever used. So that's gonna kind of suck. Buck got a new card. Recovery grants 120% movement speed for its duration. Removed quite a good amount of cards. I never used any of those ever. And I just never really played Buck that much. Cassie got Duelist. Hitting a target with disengaged shot dazes them for 3 seconds. Evie got Resolve. Your weapon shot does not hit target. Your next shot will get plus 25% extra damage. Stacks up to 4 times. That's kind of cool. Fernando, he just lost out. See, they removed Inferno. That was kind of cool. I hate they removed that. Fortress. I mean, not really bad. Grok got Invigorate. Increased weapon damage by 40%. You and nearby allies are healed by 20% of the damage you deal with your weapon attacks. And they removed a bunch of his cards. Surprisingly enough, I've never used any of those Grok cards. That's what's up. Pip got some cards removed. Some pretty decent cards for him by the looks of it. It'll change his kit up a little bit. Ruckus got an uncommon card, increased the health of Emitter's damage shield by 800, and removed a good chunk of his cards. I used a lot of those, so we'll see how I do with Ruckus now. And Skad's got cards removed. I was almost sure they would have given her something, but I guess they didn't. That's it. That's all the changes, guys. So as you guys can tell, it looks like it's fully patched up. It does show patch 0.12 on the screen here. So, in the meantime, until the game comes back up, I'm going to work on getting this video edited for you guys, so you guys can get a better understanding of the patch notes for closed beta patch 12. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I did a couple of derps this video, but it's the first time you get to see my beautiful face. So make sure you guys leave me a like for my beautiful face, leave me some comments down below, and don't forget to press that subscribe button so you guys don't miss any of the content I decide to release between now and later.